Emerald Warrior is a joint, multilateral, air-centric training event incorporating special operations forces to try and exercise and integrate our forces with those of special operations forces from other services and countries worldwide.
This is an outstanding opportunity for integration with the multiple assets because you don't get this on a regular basis. For home station training, we can integrate one or two, and if you're lucky, maybe 3 assets. But to this scale, Emerald Warrior provides a large number of assets and integrate in a unique fashion.
In Emerald Warrior, we focus on delivering training to the tactical level players, which are basically the air crew members and the maintenance personnel and then the ground teams and their support folks that are out doing the actual operation.
Emerald Warrior is unique because it is SOF-centric. When I say SOF, Special Operations Forces, we pride ourselves on being able to take the special operators on the ground and integrate them with all facets of air, whether it be from the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, or Marines. We take them and make sure that they talk and they work together in a training environment so when they go down range and do it, it won't be the first time.
Panther flight employed with 2 by GBU-38s on 1 building, mission successful, ground force commanders intent met.
We actually have some personnel that are in simulators, what we call a JTAC or Joint Terminal Air Controller simulator. And we also have people in airplane simulators as if they were actually participating in the actual event if it were a deployed event overseas. It's a lot cheaper, and we get them training opportunities that they normally wouldn't get in a simulator at home station.
We start out the exercise in kind of a crawl, walk, run scenario, so we do unilateral missions. In other words, they come to Hurlburt Field and they kind of start out a little slower, doing some static line, making sure that everyone can execute safely. And once we have that in the first few days of the exercise, we transfer to some walk scenarios. In other words, they get a little more complex, but we still kind of keep it tempered. Last week of the exercise is all out what we call our run phase, when we're actually doing force on force, engaging the aircraft. We actually are taking the scenario to the fullest extent possible to achieve reality. A typical scenario in the run week of Emerald Warrior would include both air and ground OPFOR. The first thing they would do is on infill, they could be engaged by Center for Countermeasures, replicating surface-to-air missiles. Once that happens, we'll figure that into the scenario, whether we do it on infill, whether we wait until exfil. We try to make it make sense to current TTPs that the crews are experiencing downrange. Once they do get on the ground, we have a different OPFOR, the ground OPFOR will be waiting for them in a scripted scenario. So we know exactly where the OPFOR forces are, we know they're safe, and we know that when they get in there, the teams won't know exactly what to expect, but they will have a slightly scripted scenario based on current intel on exactly where the bad guys are.
I would just look at Emerald Warrior as an advanced training opportunity. So all the players that come to Emerald Warrior bring their A game. You know, they bring their not only young, you know, high-speed aircrew members or ground personnel, but as well as some of their seasoned operators, so that they can share that knowledge across the board.
You got one there? Hold there.
Hey! Door over here! Door over here!
I got door on the left, door on the left.
Door on the left! Door on the left!
What's the secret? It's a great training opportunity, so bring your A game.